Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going through my Priceline haul that I posted on Instagram a few days ago. I did mean to do this on the weekend, in fact I did, but due to some technical issues I've had to refilm it again during this week. Sorry for the delay, but at least it's here. So I'm just going to go through all the things I bought. Like I said in my Instagram post, wasn't exactly planned, but I'm super happy with everything I got. So I'm just going to go through the products one by one and hope you enjoy it. Okay, so as most of you would know by now, Priceline had a 40% off all their cosmetics sale last week for 2 days only. And when I first saw this sale, I thought, you know, it's not the only time they've done a sale like this, they will come again. I've just done 2 hauls recently and I certainly don't need to do another one again. Surely I have everything that I've been wanting. But the thing is, what was unique to this sale was that it included NYX products, which usually when there's a sale with all their cosmetics, NYX isn't included for some reason. I guess because it's a new brand or something, I don't know. So when I saw that NYX was included, it's like, right, this is my chance to get all the NYX products that I've been wanting, but thought, oh, I'll wait till there's a sale. Which is unfortunate actually, because just last week's I bought another NYX lingerie liquid lipstick, and now I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't wait just a few more days. But anyway, so the reason I went into Priceline for starters was just to see, to look at some of the NYX products. So firstly, I went in to get one of their primers, which they were sold out of, unfortunately, in a few different price lines. So I didn't get that one this time around, which was a bit sad. But what I did manage to get was firstly one of their Wonder Sticks, which looks like this. This is a cream contour stick. So on one end you've got a contour shade like this, and on the other end you've just got a like a highlight kind of shade. It's got this pointed edge, which is really good for getting like that nice clean line under the contour. This is in the light shade, so they have 3 different colours. This is the lightest one. In fact, I'll do a little swatch for you so you can see the colour. So I might just do it here. So you can see that's a really nice, blend that out. You can see it's a really nice cool tone. It's not too orange. So I haven't really had much to do with cream contours before, just because it seemed a bit full on and heavy. So I just never really did it. But when I saw these, I don't know, a couple of years ago in America, I thought, wow, I would really love to try these because it's just easier to get that precise line. So I had my eye on these for a while, and since it was nearly half price, I thought now's my time to get it. Also from the NYX stand, I got the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which looks like this. I was surprised they had any of these left because every other time I've been to Priceline they were sold out. And considering I went at the end of the 2-day sale, I thought for sure it would be gone, but they have one left. So I got this in the colour, I think it's blonde, yes, it's in the blonde shade, and it's got a spoolie on one end, and the other end is like a mechanical brow pencil, but it's really, really small, hence it's called the Micro Brow Pencil. So I haven't had a brow pencil in quite some time, and I found that I was really missing it. You know, I've got like a Pro-Made and I've got some powders, but I just felt like a brow pencil would be good to draw in those extra strokes in the sparse areas. And because this is so small, it'd be really good at getting those precise little small strokes that are harder to get with a Pro-Made. So really looking forward to trying this one out. And now for the major NYX purchase. This is something that every time I saw it in Priceline, I just, it's like it was staring at me. I'd be walking down and it was like, I see you seeing me. And I kept telling myself, don't buy it, I don't need it. I have no need for this in my collection. But every time I saw it, it was like angels are singing and I just had to have it. And I managed to talk myself out of it every time just due to the price. I mean, it's a good price, it's a very good deal, but it's still like an extra lot of money that I wasn't willing to part with for something that I didn't really need. However, of course, with the 40% off sale, I had no more excuses. So I was super excited. So what I'm talking about is the NYX Beauty School Dropout palette. This normally retails for $50, which is a very good deal for what you get, but it was down to about $30 and I was like, oh, I have to get it now. I mean, like, I can walk past a chocolate bar palette and a naked palette, no problem, won't bat an eyelid, but with this, it gutted me every time and I really, really wanted it. Something about the colours They've just done a really good job, I think. So I'll show you what it looks like if you haven't seen it. So it folds out. First you've got this side, which has like a mirror and some ideas, which I probably won't use very much, but handy to have. And now the pièce de résistance. I don't even know where to start. I love the colour selection. I mean, obviously this is meant for light to medium skin tones. This wouldn't work for medium to dark, which tends to be the case, unfortunately. But I just love that, like on this side, you've got a really nice range of blushes, highlights and contour shades, really nice cool tones, really soft, nothing too dramatic. And on this side with all the different eyeshadows. Like I said, I've probably got a lot of these already in individual pans, but they were just so pretty that I couldn't walk past it, and when I swatched it, it was even better. I'll give you a closer look. So as you can see, there's some really nice shades there. There's some really pretty shimmery ones. There's some nice coppers and taupes, and a whole lot of deep plummy tones down in this bottom half. There's some nice matte purple, plum, maroony kind of colours, which I'm gonna love moving into winter. Unfortunately, this camera is not doing it justice. It's really beautiful, and if you're starting out with makeup, I highly recommend it. This is just a brilliant selection of colours and tones. If you want to see more from this palette, I can do a look using these things or do some swatches and a review. Just leave a comment below. Mind you, I'll probably do it anyway because I can't help myself. But yes, super happy to finally have this. Also picked up the L'Oreal Base Magic Smoothing Primer. I say Magic, I think it's Magic, I don't know. I call it Magic. So I've seen this for a really long time. It's one of the original primers that were in Australia a few years ago, but I always just walked past it because it was pretty expensive and it just didn't catch my attention. But I do have a friend who swears by this and loves it. So since it was on sale, I thought now was the time to pick it up and give it a go. It's this really thick moussey consistency. I'm not sure if you can really see it there. It kind of reminds me of Professional. That's the texture there. It's very thick. It reminds me of Professional except a bit thicker and moussier. So I've tried this once and it went well, but I can't really say either way what I think about it. So I'll have to try that some more and do a review in time. Although so far, really nice, really silky. I think this retails for normally $25 or around that mark. So looking forward to trying that one out. Next I went by the Rimmel stand and picked up another one of their nude lipsticks. They've got a whole range of these Kate ones. I've already got one that comes in the rose gold metal kind of tube, which is 54. So I picked this one up in number 42. Just because they're really nice formulas. I'm actually wearing this one today. That's what I'm wearing on my lips. It's like a nice peachy pink kind of undertone. Not too pink, not too orange, just a nice neutral in between. So happy to have that in my collection, along with my other one. If you haven't tried the Rimmel Kate nude lipsticks, give them a go. They're super affordable and just as nice as any other nude lipstick on the market. Next I got the Maybelline Fit Me Pressed Powder. I generally don't have coloured pressed powders just because the first time I used one it wasn't matched to me at all, and then I just hated it ever since. I just didn't go near them and thought, no, I'm going to stick to translucent. It's a lot safer then. No hassle with trying to match the right colour or anything. So I've always kind of stuck to translucents, except for once when I got a Benefit little pack which came with a pressed powder and some other things. And so it was actually the other day that I was using that for some reason, and I realised again just how much coverage they actually add. Like, I'm so used to using translucent powders where it helps blur any lines and smooth out the finish and set the foundation, but it doesn't really add coverage. And so I was using the Benefit one and thought, wow, like I should really get a coloured pressed powder because it just helps add that extra coverage without caking on any makeup. So I grabbed the Fit Me one because I really like the Fit Me foundation and concealer already. I know that their colours are really nice. The lighter shade they had was 120 Classic Ivory, which is a bit darker than the foundation I have, but I think it'll work anyway because it is quite light. Yeah, so got that so I could have some extra full coverage, but also what I didn't realise when I bought it is that it's a compact, of course, but I totally forgot that it comes with like a mirror and a little poof sponge thing. So this will be perfect to keep in my handbag to do touch-ups, something that I always tell myself I need to do but never do. So kind of got 2 in 1 with that one. Not only got a coloured pressed powder, but now I also have something for my bag. And so yeah, looking forward to giving that one a go and seeing how it changes my face makeup routine. So now for some newer items, like all those other ones were ones that I've already seen and known about and, you know, have researched over time. But I thought it would be, now was a good opportunity to also pick up some things that I didn't really know much about. So for example, I got the Maybelline Colour Jolt lip paint. I've seen a lot of these lately, particularly on Instagram. When I first saw them in the store, they didn't really jump out, so I just didn't really go there. But after seeing these a lot on Instagram, the marketing got me and I thought I have to try it. So I got this one in the shade 10 Never Bare, which is like a really pinky colour. I've only tried it once and it was okay, but I didn't shake it up enough. It's kind of like the OCC lip tars where if left to sit, the liquid and the colour separate, so it came out very clear. But I think if I use this a bit and shake it up a bit more, it'll be a bit more pigmented. So I'll see if that works now. I'll do a swatch. It has this like little sponge applicator tip. And I'll just put that on the back of my hand so you can see the colour. Yeah, that's much better than the other day. Last time I used it, it was very clear still, but you can see that's a very vibrant pink. Super cute. It actually smells like strawberries. It's delicious. Reminds me of like lip smackers back in the day. But yeah, really creamy. I don't think these dry down to a matte. It doesn't say anything about that. It looks like this will stay quite wet, so kind of like a pigmented lip gloss. But really cute packaging, stays in your bag really well, and keen to see how that lasts throughout the day. Next I picked up the Covergirl Full Lash Bloom Mascara. Surprisingly, I've never actually tried this before. For as much as this gets a lot of attention and a lot of people have tried it and reviewed it, I've never gone near it for whatever reason. Probably because it was so popular. I tend to gravitate away from things that get a lot of attention. But again, because of the sale, I thought this was the time to give it a go. So I still haven't even put it in its tube yet because part of me can't bear to like ruin this perfectly clean, brand new bristle. But yes, super keen to try this out and see if it's worth all the hype. I didn't even read what it's supposed to do. I think it's a volumizing mascara, I don't know. But we'll try that out and let you know what I think in due course. And lastly, but certainly not least, this is something I didn't want to purchase. As in I've seen every time I've gone into Priceline, it has caught my eye and I thought, no, don't get it, you don't need it. Similar to the NYX Beauty School, just not quite as intense. And I always just thought, no, don't do it, it won't be that good, blah blah blah. But it was in one of those like bins near the checkout as I was waiting and it looked really good. And again, because it's on sale, it's like, it's really hard to say no. And so I thought, okay, I'll at least give it some swatches because while it's really affordable, it's probably going to be a bit chalky and not so great. And if I take some swatches, I'll convince myself it's not worth having. So I got the tester palette, did some swatches, particularly with the darker colours because usually they're the hardest ones to blend. And it was really pigmented and blended really well. So I had to buy it. So again, what am I talking about? It's the Australis Fake ID palette. I'm sure you would have seen these around, they're very popular. Like I said, every time I saw it, just the colour selection always grabbed my eye. I thought it looked really pretty, really clean, loved the packaging, and always just convinced myself like, don't do it, it won't be worth it. Because I think it normally retails at $10, which is super, super affordable, and I thought surely it's no good. But when I swatched it, it was really good. So this was like a last minute chuck in the basket kind of purchase, but I'm glad I did it because it is something that has caught my eye for a very long time. So I'll give you a better look at the colours. What I love about this palette is that it has not just one, but 2 green shades. I love green eyeshadows and it's so hard to find one in a palette, let alone 2 different ones. So that really caught my eye. It's got a nice different mix of mattes and shimmers, and this one here in particular really intrigues me. It seems more glittery there than it does in real life. In real life it's a lot more subtle, but I love that it's like this midnight blue with starry speckly reflex. I think that's really pretty. It's got a nice mix of neutrals as well, like this top row is beautiful, they'll suit anybody. There's nothing too light or too dark, so I mean this pink probably won't go so well with darker skin tones, but all the others will definitely work whether you're light skinned or dark skinned. I love that it's got a purple and a blue in there too. These look like really pretty fun colours. So I'm super keen to start playing with this one and doing some looks. And of course I'll do a review of this in time once I've played with it a little bit more. So that's it for my Priceline haul. I know I've done a lot of these lately. I don't mean to. It's Priceline's fault. They keep putting these sales on and I can't say no. This will be keeping me happy and busy for a little while, testing all these products and doing different reviews and looks with them. If there's anything in particular you specifically want to see, please just let me know in the comments in the down bar, well, in the section below. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and seeing all these new products. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Otherwise, I'll see you next time and have a great week.